Welcome back. This week's spiritual journey is a mixture of spiritual inspiration and home decorating. Kerrie teaches us how to create our very own sacred space. Kerrie, what is a sacred space?
Lois, a sacred space is a spot in your home that you can create to go to for peace, harmony and balance.
Right, and how do we create it?
Well, we're going to create it now.
Oh. What are you doing now?
I am lighting the smudge stick. Now, the American Indians use the smudge stick to cleanse their sacred space or their teepee. And this clears any negativity from the area. And it also has a lovely sage aroma.
It's beautiful. It smells like a roast.
And you just have to waft it through, just cleanse the area. You can also cleanse yourself, your own aura, and then just smudge it out. You don't leave it burning.
And how do you decide on an area?
You choose a quiet little area where you won't be disturbed, an area where you can go to meditate, or an area where you're setting up the energy for balance in your home, harmony, that it's setting up that energy to contain the home with balance. So you could put a guide picture, which I'm doing now.
It's all very personal things, isn't it?
Yes, you might want to put shells, a few little shells, and I've got a few of my favourite shells here, and you can just set them up whichever way you feel comfortable. I've also got a picture of my husband and myself, so we set up that energy there. I also like to put my lotto tickets behind my picture here on my little sacred spot, and I like to have a few flowers, so something nice and fresh, and that's the energy of the earth. So you're balancing it with the sea, the earth, the guides, the relationship, crystals, and I have a sacred lingam. But you don't have to have all of the things that I have. You put what you feel right for you. Maybe it's a palm tree beside it. Maybe it's some stones you found in the garden that are special to you. Or it may be some special crystals that someone has given you. Or it may be a ring or a piece of jewellery. I've also got some little stones I picked up here in Tasmania that I brought home with me. And I like the shape of these stones. I just felt very drawn to those. So it doesn't have to look fancy, it can just have a nice feel. Maybe a cone, so that you're getting a little bit of balance there. Then also you're putting a little bit of fire there as well, because then you've got all the elements. You've got the water, a little bit of water as well you can add, like an oil burner or a water burner. You can add, and then you've got all the essences.
I don't know about you, but when I think of herbs and natural products, I think of Blackmores. Naturopath Hugh Cowan shows us some of the benefits of living naturally. Stress. Do you get stressed?
Oh, absolutely. I think stress is unavoidable, but I guess one thing that is not realised often is that stress is external. It's people's response to that external stimuli that is stress. That's what we experience as stress. So for anybody who comes to me and asks, you know, how do I treat stress? Ultimately, I think it's using forms of relaxation. That might include exercise, yoga, meditation. I'm sure lots of these things you'll be covering on the new Age of Aquarius. But as long as those things are in place, good diet, good lifestyle, then maybe a supplement can help.
Right. What do you recommend?
Well, there'd be two products I'd recommend, and I highly recommend for stress in the Blackmores range. Number one is a formula called Nature Time Executive B Stress. And it's a combination of 7 B vitamins. There's minerals as well as some herbs in the formula.
Right. Now, is this something I should take every day and I'll notice my stress levels start to get lower and lower, or?
Well, I think ultimately the B vitamins are essential for helping metabolize our carbohydrates and proteins. They just allow us to function more efficiently. Of course, we get them from our foods, things like whole grains and legumes and even some meats and organ meats. but as a supplement, they can certainly supplement a good diet, a good lifestyle. Yeah.
You had something else you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, the other formula that I was going to mention is called Active Woman Formula. And Active Woman Formula, nice sounding name.
For women only?
Not for women only. The Active Woman is a combination of 4 herbs. There's Siberian ginseng, there's Damiana, oats, and Gotcha Cola. Now,
Gotcha Cola.
Gotcha Cola. Weird sounding names, I guess, but ultimately these four herbs as a group have been used to address stress and anxiety, also promote endurance and optimal performance when under stress.
Is it suitable for any age?
Yeah, absolutely. I guess what I consider is that it's useful for perhaps teenagers onwards. So it contains those 4 herbs as well as the nutrients magnesium, potassium and iron. Very vital nutrients for the body. There's vitamin C included with the formula, and of course vitamin C helps the absorption of iron.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a very, very useful formula. And of course, as I say, each product, whether it be the Executive B or the Active Woman formula, in combination with a good diet, good lifestyle, you'll certainly notice the benefits.